right, hello. How you
Hey,
doing,
how's it
Shadow?
going? Pretty good.
It's going good, man. It's going good. Same here. Just ready to do another recording here. And hello to everyone else. This is the Unmuted Show where we talk about a game, a show, and sometimes a movie. We have one that we watched recently. And I think right now we're going to be talking about Destiny 2 Into the Light DLC that's going to be launching. We're going to start with that first, mainly because that's what's coming up. And we both really like Destiny. So if you want to get that up on the screen there, Shadow, and we'll start talking about it.
Alright. I'll start with those weapons. Alright. I would just go with, just the weapons. There's a lot of other stuff up there, but
Yeah.
which I think summarizes it. I got forbearance. I still think it's weird bringing raid weapons to just any other activity like that. It's cool being able to let everybody get a forbearance even if they don't raid, but I don't know, it kind of removes the reason for them being special for being raid weapons, but
Mm-hmm.
they don't have the origin trait, so it kind of takes off some of the what makes them unique to raids. Same thing with succession. Oh, and
Yeah, and
guillotine.
Succession, I'm really looking forward to because I still don't have it. At least, no, I don't have it. Period in the game. I thought I
Hmm.
had like one drop of it, but no, I never did get the sniper to drop, and that's from Deep Stone Crypt, right? That right. And I've wanted one because it's a really good sniper to have. What does it come with? The Reconstruction Vorpal, which is the
Yep.
role I would want. So getting this from this DLC is going to be nice.
Yeah. I'm gonna see how this is gonna with that new origin trait. I got mine before they added the Deepstone Crypt origin trait. I got the Reconstruction Vorpal drop, but it doesn't have the origin trait, which makes it really good. I got a moving target snapshot sights, kind of more of a PvP role
Yeah,
with the origin trait, but yeah, it'll be cool getting one of those.
at least
But
you
yeah,
have one. At least you have. Damn it. I'll be getting one soon. Though.
Guillotine is going to be, I think, even better with everything it's getting. There's going to be so many good roles. I mean, other than having um, eager edge, having bait and switch, you're going to be able to do double damage perks and have Vorpal bait and switch. I think that's going to be pretty crazy.
And Guillotine was already a good sword to have. Like it's been one of the best to have, anyways, for anything really. We always used it in Crota's End. It was a good sword to use on Crota himself.
Yeah.
It's just been a really solid legendary sword to have. So, yeah, having all these different, perks added onto it, it's going to be pretty cool. What's the Eager Edge? And what else we got there?
There's sword logic. You're bringing sword logic from Crota. That new
Oh,
desperate
cool.
measures perk. You can get the standard Relentless Strikes Whirlwind, like how it used to be, which I think that's going to be the curated role for doing the quest.
Okay.
But other than that, I mean, it blows my mind that you can get Vorpal in that first slot. So you're going to be able to do Vorpal Whirlwind, Vorpal Bait and Switch. I mean, there's going to be a lot of options with the double damage like that. And
And
then on
isn't
top of
that
it,
kind of weird that Vorpal's going into the first slot?
hmm
Usually that'd be like the second or third, but we'll take it.
Then you have repulsor brace destabilizing rounds. Pretty much every void weapon's been getting that. It makes it pretty good for using it anything on the void hunter. It's really
Yeah,
nice.
or Void subclass in general. Yeah, I might have to start using that class again on my Warlock. It's been a while. Used to be my favorite.
Yeah, that's what I had to use in third encounter of Crota. That's how I could get true sight and cloak
Mm-hmm.
infinitely, was having repulsor brace destabilizing rounds.
And the
That was
Witch
nice.
encounter for the
Yeah,
what were they? The Shriekers and the
yeah,
Wizards. Yeah.
yeah, be able to see them. And then there's Recluse.
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
Mhm. Gonna be able
Yeah,
to do the same with
personally.
that.
Well, what do we got?
Stabilizing rounds, be able to do that same exact thing on there, so I'll be able to use that in third encounter.
Yeah,
Be nice.
yeah. Just having recluse back in general is going to be nice.
Mhm. Yep.
Right away too, like day one, we could be playing for one. An ideal role. But yeah, what else have we got there with that? Feeding what? Is that feeding frenzy, enlightened action, subsistence? Yeah,
Yeah, if, curated role is gonna be the standard recluse, the feeding frenzy master of arms. The only thing different I'd like to get, depending on how master of arms is, if it's worth getting, is maybe subsistence master of arms or subsistence target lock.
that's what I was gonna say. I would like that subsistence target lock on mine.
I'm hoping that master arms they haven't messed with it too much that makes it not useful because master arms was always good, but yeah,
Yeah,
they I think they reduced it from like 20% increase to 15 now.
and that's what made that gun really good in general was Master of Arms. So yeah, I hope they
Hmm.
didn't mess with that too much, but I guess we'll find out
Yep.
next week.
And yep, and mountaintop. This is the main one I am really looking forward to is mountaintop. Being able to
Same
do
here.
the rocket jump, having two perks on it that actually means something. Where the original mountaintop, one of the perks was micro missile. Where on this one now the micro missile is going to be the frame. So they said that that's going to be for other micro missile weapons. So they're going to bring more than mountaintop. They're going to be eventually bringing some micro missile framed grenade launchers. So that would be nice. That would be cool if they bring like an energy weapon that's micro missile, have that same thing, be able to rocket jump with it just the same way. But yeah, just being able to have those two perks like that, and where the original, that's the only thing that was good about it. It had rangefinder, but micro missiles is what made it unique. So now we can have auto loading holster, Vorpal. There's going to be
Yeah.
so many good rolls. Really, anything's going to be a good roll on that thing. Just getting
Now,
in
what would
general.
ideally we're playing for this thing? What would you go for your third and fourth?
Uh, auto loading, probably auto loading Vorpal, or I don't know. Rampage isn't going to be super useful just because you're going to be so timed on reprocking Rampage, and it's a unless you do like something like Overflow, something to hold more in it, it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna pay off. But I mean, there is lead from gold stuff that you can, but I mean, with a grenade launch, you're only gonna get maybe three, maybe four shots. I think probably yeah, three. Ambitions Assassin will definitely do two, and yeah, so trying to get Rampage up to times three, it's yeah, Rampage isn't gonna be super useful in there. Vorpal, though, I mean, yeah, champions, bosses, dealing that extra damage in there. There's going to be everything's going to be useful on this thing though, compared to what we had before.
Oh yeah, it's a big upgrade. I don't know, to be honest with you myself. Overflow. I mean, auto loading's always nice, especially for that kind of thing. But that kind of weapon. But overflow maybe with Vorpal
Hmm.
or yeah, it's you can't really go wrong with what you
Yeah,
got there. So and then the new, what would you call it? The new kind of ability with it where you can, I guess they call it rocket jumping or whatever, where you
yeah,
shoot the ground and it's not enough to actually really damage you or kill you or anything. It just like launches you into the air, get you some
yeah,
height if you need it. But yeah, that'll definitely be interesting for the
yeah.
gun.
I think that's why auto loading's going to be pretty useful, especially if you use it just for mobility. Shooting the ground, launching yourself up, you can pull your other weapon out, kill some shit, and then while you're killing things, it's already reloaded. So if you need to launch
Yeah.
yourself up into the air again, it's always reloaded.
Yeah, that would be handy. So mountaintop, yeah, that's going to be a, I guess for both of us, those two are the main ones we're looking forward to. Recluse mountaintop, with our
Yep.
pick of an exotic heavy. But yeah, and all the other guns that they're going to be listed here, they're all good too. It's just
Hmm. Let's see here. Next is
hammerhead.
Hammerhead.
That's always a good
Uh,
one. Yeah.
yeah. I'm curious how this is going to be. I mean, we all got the commemoration, and we don't have the option for got rewind rounds, but we don't have reconstruction, which is what is really good on commemoration. Commemoration's exactly the same um, for the rounds per minute. It's the same everything. It's pretty much an exact replica machine gun, except for just the perks are going to be what sets it apart.
Yeah. Yeah, I
You
remember
going
Hammerhead
for?
being a big deal back in the day when it was
Oh yeah,
fresh. It's like the
yeah, that
best,
was nice.
heavy machine gun to use, and I mean, we got better options now, I would say, but still, it'll be nice to have this back.
You gonna be going for a hammerhead? Tune to it
Yes.
and try to farm out a roll of it.
Oh yeah, I think I will for each of these guns, but
Yep.
like Recluse and Mountaintop, Hammerhead would be up there. Like I generally want to
Mm.
play for a good roll of that
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of good perks here too. I mean, rewind rounds with I just don't know what I would want. I mean, onslaught, killing tally, they're all really good.
They are, and it's a heavy, but I
Mm.
think I would like destabilizing with target lock or, just something interesting, something to kind of test out in certain areas, whether it's add clear or damage. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that one will be
Uh,
interesting.
yeah. And blast furnace. This was always a good pulse
The pulse,
back then.
yeah.
Now we have so many. It is a 4 burst pulse, so it's yeah. I'm curious how this one's gonna turn out. It was always just one of those weapons from the forge that just sounded good. It looked good. It was just no matter if it was good or not, it was just good sounding, good feel weapon. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, no,
never used this a lot. I should have, but I never
I
used it
did.
as much.
I Yeah, I used it a lot. It was my main uh it was like my primary weapon to run around with. I mean, it hit hard, looked cool. It was just nice to take into
Hmm.
anything, especially I forget what the role was for it back in the day. I think it was feeding frenzy rampage, something like that. It was but now we have other options. So,
Yeah.
what would you go for like with
Uh,
these new ones?
and kinetic tremors would be good. We get double damage here again. So kinetic tremors with man, I don't even know. I really need to see more and feel that desperate measures to see how that's gonna be on all these. But I mean, you could do kinetic tremors, kill clip, rampage. But yeah, I mean that kinetic tremors has always been good. So having
Yeah.
and just double damage perks, kinetic tremors, firefly, it's gonna be pretty crazy.
Mhm. Yeah, that'll be another one to play for. Like I said, I'll probably play for each of these, but Blast Furnace is nostalgic for me.
Hmm.
I used it a lot. I still have the original one in my vault with the hammerhead, so it's this will definitely be one to play for. I don't think I need it really going forward. I have so many different, maybe better pulse rifle options, but this is kinetic too, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, because that's what it was. It used to be. So it'll be one to play for. I look forward to it.
yeah, yeah. Same here. Edge Transit. I think this is going to be the new grenade launcher to go after. I mean, it was always the meme of Destiny for so long. It's like all you got. You ever got an Ingram? There was a high chance of it being Edge Transit, but I think this one's gonna bring it into the lead for the highest damage. And yeah, I mean bait and switch and explosive light. And there's a lot of good rolls here.
Yeah, this one I don't remember that well. I don't think I ever, like you said, it dropped a lot, but I don't think I ever really used it. So
Me either.
yeah, I'm not that familiar with it.
It was a joke. It was kind of a joke of a weapon back then. And
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know on this one. I mean, if I get one with a decent roll, I'll check it out, but I don't think I'm really looking forward to it, but
yeah,
who knows? Maybe.
I think this is. I'm pretty sure this is one of the ones we're getting with the first 6 on the release of Into the Light.
Okay.
And Luna's Hell. Oh, I am looking forward to this. This was always a good hand cannon. Being able to have its solar hand cannon, being able to do incandescence. It's going to be subsistence incandescence. But yeah, the Magnificent Howl, they did tune it a little bit differently, so I'm curious how that's going to turn out. Yeah, you're not just such a big fan on hand cannons. You gonna be going for Luna's Hell?
I don't think so, to be honest with you. If it drops, I'll take it, but I don't think I'd like to, because these are going to be kind of like quest related, or like you got to grab something that
To
kind
get
of.
that curated roll, but if you don't attune to a weapon, then you're just gonna get any and all of these weapons for the beginning. You can get 6 different weapons in the gear set.
Okay. So yeah, I don't think I would go out of my way for it, but I my hand cannon of choice when I need one for like a champion or whatever is time lost hand cannon. I can't remember the name of
Hmm.
Fate. I think it's Fatebringer. So,
Oh yeah.
but having that, it's I don't think I will need one of these, and I certainly don't use them in Crucible or multiplayer. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's probably exciting for a lot of players, but not really for me. It's not a hand
Yeah.
cannon player.
Yeah, I never was until I kind of got into them just more and more as like Sunshot this season doing so good. And I did get these back in the day. And I used it a little bit. I used it in Crucible, and I sometimes got some good runs in. But then I'd always switch back to my normal loadout and come back to it occasionally. And yeah, this one not forgotten. They were really good, and it's yeah right here. They're looking for a good opportunity to bring it back, not forgotten as well. So yeah, these were really solid hand cannons. I'm just curious to see how they're gonna stack up today, and how with
Yeah,
the weapons we have these days.
yeah,
Uh,
I think this will be a popular one to have back, but just not for me personally.
hmm.
Being
And
real
Midnight
about
Coop's
it.
the same way. Another hand
Yep.
cannon. I
Now this
I
one
was
I never got. I never got
oh
this one. Yeah.
yeah, I
Because this
got
is
some of
from the
them.
Leviathan raid, right? Isn't that what
Yeah,
Midnight Coop's from? Yeah,
yeah,
so never got it. And it's just same with the other one, not forgotten. If it drops, I'll check it out, but not looking forward to it. It's just not on my radar.
yeah, yeah. See, I love the look of Luna's Howl, but I don't know Midnight Coop. I don't really care for the look. I mean, the perks are okay. I'm pretty sure Midnight Coup has a kinetic where you have a solar one for Luna's Howl. So yeah, Luna's Howl's gonna be kind of the one I'm using most of the time, having a solar focus season. But yeah, I'll
Yeah.
definitely get a roll just to hold on to it, have something because there is good perks here. Explosive payload. There's some kinetic tremors. But being able to do something like that's going to be good. Double damage perks.
Hmm.
Those double damage perk weapons are always good.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Hung Jury. Uh, it blows my
Jeez.
mind they're bringing this back again.
I know. I was just gonna say the same thing again. Like, how many of these things do we have now? We have like the regular one, the adept one. It's like the
Hmm.
third or fourth time it's kind of rehashed.
Yep.
And I mean, it's cool, I suppose, for people who don't already have one, because Hung Jury is a solid scout.
Yep.
But I'm already set with it. I think
Yeah.
it's subsistence explosive or something like that. I had
Uh,
in my
yeah,
vault.
that's what I farmed out the rapid hit explosive payload. But yeah, no, this
Yeah,
time, I mean, it might be good to get rid of the rapid hit and do kinetic tremors. Kinetic tremors, explosive payload, getting that double explosion of the explosive payload, but also the more hits, you'll get that kinetic tremors explosion. I think that's going to be a pretty nice roll. And then
yeah.
rewind rounds. That's new.
Same thing here, though. You know, it's not on my radar. I already have one, so
Yeah,
I'm sure I'll get one, but I don't know if I'm
same.
gonna really hunt for it or make use of it. But it's cool. It's like I said, for people who don't have one, it's a solid scout to have. So it's good.
Yeah, yeah. Elsie's rifle, which was also D1, was the Stranger's rifle. Just renamed it because we know who the Stranger is now.
Yeah, this stranger. Yeah, I remember this thing. But what do we got with it? What's dropping here? Like, what would you go for on that list?
Uh, it doesn't look like we have double damage perks on this one, so it'd be probably rewind rounds with maybe Desperado. Yeah, Desperado with rewind would be pretty good. Yeah, that'd probably be what I'd want. Desperado's always been awesome.
Yeah, I would say even Zen Moment, maybe Desperado or Head Seeker or something like that. But
Hmm.
get like a Crucible roll out of it or something. But
Yeah,
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 it's a gun.
yeah, yeah. I think that's all of them. But yeah, right here, I think it kind of ties it together. Here Tuesday, we're gonna get Recluse, Hung Jury, Succession, Edge Transit, Elsie's Rifle, and Falling Guillotine, which is pretty
Okay.
good. Be able to farm for a good guillotine, you'll be able to get your Succession. I'm gonna definitely get
Yes.
one of those with the Reconstruction Vorpal.
Yes, that will
Recluse
make
is
me
gonna
happy.
be that. That Recluse is gonna be nice to farm out. I'm gonna have to get a lot of rolls. I'm gonna fill my Volt back up after I clear it out.
Right after, because yeah, your Volt's like packed full, like no room for anything.
Yeah.
So as soon as you make room, it's just gonna fill right back up, probably.
Yep.
And it's yeah, we're not getting the 100 slots until later on, I think, right? Final shape.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that doesn't help. But let's see. Yeah, I think those are the two I'm gonna go for the most. Recluse and the Succession. Those are the two I'm excited for. Right after release, but later on
Yeah.
it'll be Mountaintop.
Yeah. Yeah. At least they updated that. We'll be getting 2 weapons a week. So uh, I'm guessing with Mountaintop being kind of the focus of a lot of these weapons that everybody's wanting, that probably it's going to be the end of April. April 30th is, I think, when we get the last two. And I bet you Mountaintop's going to be that one of
Yes,
those last ones getting added.
I think I think you're absolutely right. I think Mountaintop's gonna be that last one.
Hmm.
Save the best for last, probably.
Yeah. Ken, I think there's some, and from this week, I'm pretty sure they showed the armor sets for a lot of this. Is just little things going on right now, but yeah, the armor sets for Into the Light look pretty good.
See, can you full screen that real quick so I can get a better look, even better look at it? Because um, I don't. Let's see, maximize area. Yeah. See, the Warlocks looks okay. I'm gonna be honest here. It looks okay. I don't think I'm that hyped for that look.
Am I gonna go
Out of
for it?
those three, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm gonna get them. They're just gonna end up dropping. So unless like,
Hmm.
are these? Is there like a specific quest or something we gotta do to get these? Or are these just gonna drop?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're just gonna drop. Just be some of the gear pieces dropping within Onslaught.
Okay, because out of those
Yep.
three, I like the Titans. Isn't that the Titan in the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one looks kind of cool. I know I'm a Warlock player, but I don't really care for that Warlock armor set, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I really like the Hunter. The cloak kind of throws me off, but I can always change that. The rest of it looks pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, the Hunters looks all right too. But yeah, that's the new armor set, I guess, for the Into the Light there.
Mm. I got some of the different materials to transmog, so I'll probably I'm like maxed out on all 3 characters, so I'll probably just transmog all 3 for him just to have it, be able to throw it
Mm-hmm.
together with something else.
Well, why
Oh,
not?
yeah. And it's the other developer live stream that they did. So this is the stuff that are actually changes that they're going to be doing. Uh, yep. Here's the exotic missions. Able to get Whisper and Zero Hour back.
which is cool because
Oh yeah.
they were fun. What was it? 0 Hour with Trevor.
Yep.
So, and then the Whisper mission was, they're just really cool designs for missions. The platforming was fun, if not a little annoying at some certain points. But the other mission was the Taken mission. That's for the ship, right? Or it was a side thing to get the
Yep.
ship. You had to shoot the oracles. So, and that's
Yep.
all coming back. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. They said what it was called here. The ships. Yeah, reprey ships. Uh, Carve of the Worm. So it's going to be inspired by 1,000 Wings. So should still have that Taken look. Going to be a redesign. Same thing with the scrap ship from Zero Hour. Vemina Junker.
Huh. Well, that's good that they're bringing not the same ship from before, like the legacy ship for people who did play at the time it released and have it like both of us,
Yeah.
but they have a variant of it for new players who, you know, are just now
Yep.
playing the mission. So that's cool.
Yeah. Yep. And they're supposed to be changing both of these missions around. They said there's going to be secrets to discover in Legend. That's going to make worth doing Legend. I mean, it was so easy even back in the day. I mean, it was a challenge doing it solo, but I used to solo the heroic version. And now with the way Destiny's been kind of tuned up in difficulty, it's Legend's going to be a challenge. So doing any kind of
Yeah,
solo on that, I think solo on regular, would they changed the timers. It used to be 20 minutes, and now it's going to be 40, 45, 40, 45 minutes on normal, and then 20
45, I
minutes on
think.
Legend. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's going to be cool just replaying those, and because
Yep.
when we get these exotic weapons too, we get to kind of build them, which
Yep.
we couldn't do before. So that's something to look forward to. And that's Outbreak Perfected and Whisper of the Worm.
Yep. Yeah, it sounds
And I
like we're
think
going to
they're
be
going to
getting a
give us
quest.
a quest and ornaments, probably, right? I mean, they both already have
Mm-hmm.
ornaments, but why not? Why not give us a new one?
Yep. Yep. A new quest will become available each week. So yeah, each one you'll be able to do that quest to get the new perk.
Yeah, makes
Which the
sense.
perks for Outbreak are the ones I'm excited for. Whisper, it could have done. They
Vorpal.
added.
I
I
wanted
wish they would.
Vorpal.
I know Vorpal or Precision Instrument would have been good. Bait and Switch would have been awesome. Any kind of damage perk like that would have been amazing. But yeah, none of the don't get any of that. The best one that looks good to me. They're already increasing the ammo reserves on it. So instead of 18 rounds, you're going to get, was it 24? And so that, I mean, that's going to increase the damage. You always flew through Whisper ammo because you're
Yes.
firing constantly. As long as you don't miss and have to reload, just empty it out. So having that 24 rounds, but one of the perks is field prep, which is one that I normally wouldn't go for, but field prep increases your ammo reserves. So with that and reserve mods, you might be able to push it up close to 30 rounds. I think that's going to make Whisper the Worm's damage pretty big.
I think you're right. But like you said earlier, I'm more excited for the Pulse and the roles that we
Yep.
can get on Outbreak.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know if in here they have the perks for them. I know the one that I'm going to be going for is rewind rounds. Rewind there. There was also what's the perk? Outlaw. Outlaw is going to be one of them.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, because they showed them actually on the live stream that we
Hmm.
watched, but I don't see them here on this list. So,
Yeah.
but it looked more promising.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's the 3 new PvP maps. Is how these are all
Which
taken.
two of the three, because they showed those off too.
Hmm.
The what's the ice world? Europa. That one didn't it didn't stand out to me. Kind of bland,
Yeah.
boring. But the other two, which one's on a pyramid ship, one is I can't remember, Neomuna, I think,
Yep.
inspired, and those were cool. I'll look
Yep.
forward.
Yep. And that terraform pyramid ship's gonna look good, just like Root of Nightmares. I love that look. That
Mm-hmm.
terraformed pyramid shit look.
Touched by the Traveler, yeah.
Yeah.
I got a little bit of light in there, and yeah, it really looked pretty unique.
Hmm. Yeah. Gonna get character customization finally. My hunters from D1. I haven't customized my characters since the very
What,
first
10
day
years
of
ago?
D1. Yeah.
Jesus.
So yeah, I gotta take
Yeah.
the bullet hole in his head off finally.
Bullet hole. Yeah, well, do you remember, did you go with Exo for your hunter, or was it a
Yep.
human? Oh, okay,
Exo.
Exo. So the robot.
Human or male Exo is what I did. Yeah, with a bullet hole right in the center of his head. I don't know why I put it on there.
Why not? And you know what? I went with Awoken, with my warlock. I went with the Awoken. And I thought that was really. I felt like it lined up. It's kind of the magical
Mhm.
wizard type, and he actually ends up looking like Crow a little bit. So I'm pretty satisfied. I don't know if I'll recustomize my character, but at least I can if I want to.
Mhm.
So that's
Yeah.
cool. And I'm not one of those guardians to like have my helmet off
Yeah.
anywhere. So yeah.
And name change. I've never changed my name. Don't plan on it. So this should give me my second name change if I ever one day
Yeah.
decide to.
If ever, right? Same here. Like I don't need to change it. I'm happy with it.
Yeah. And the Pantheon. I really want to see more details about this. And we
Yeah.
shared
That
very few words about Pantheon. It's just going to be a raid boss gauntlet. Oh, that's not starting on April 30th. Oh, I was thinking that this was launching with Into the Light, so not till the end of the
that's
month.
like at the end of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is, interesting. Like that's
Yep.
something new that we haven't had before in a raid, and definitely looking forward to that. But we're gonna have to wait for it.
Yep.
It seems Vex themed, isn't it? Didn't they relate it to Vault? Isn't that so? I think it's definitely gonna be Vex themed.
It's just raid bosses. So it's like taking every raid boss. It's going to be a gauntlet of different raid bosses. So we're going to
Oh, okay.
And then it says scaling with escalating difficulties and rewards. So everybody was kind of getting upset that some people will be able to jump into this and get the exotic from because they were talking about the exotics are going to drop in here. So being able to
Hmm.
jump into Pantheon, complete a raid boss, and grab the exotic from it. But I think that's cool. I mean, everybody uses boss checkpoints anymore, so
Yeah,
not too
that's
big of a
true.
deal.
Yep. Something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Uh,
I never noticed that before. April 30th. I thought we were getting it here next week.
Does that
Yeah.
disappoint you that you have to wait a little bit longer?
No, I wasn't gonna be playing it anytime soon. I'm gonna be all in the onslaught the whole time,
Yeah, same
grinding
here.
that out. Oh
Something I
yeah,
could
all
wait
this
for.
this is pretty cool. I don't I guess everybody can do it. The whole new light, you can skip the whole they didn't there was another page that I read this on that actually went into detail on it. But if you want to skip the tutorial, if you're familiar with first person shooters, or even if you just start another character, or if you haven't been on since New Light, haven't gotten on D2 in a long time, you can jump on. They give you an quest for an exotic. They give you weapons and gear and kind of everything you need to just jump in with a team. So if your friends play, you can jump on, skip all the tutorial stuff, and just straight get into the game. You could get into probably raid right away, day one. I like that. I like that they're letting you skip some of that stuff, and then you can always go back to it later.
Yeah, that's convenient.
Yeah, I think other than that,
Wait,
we
what was
got.
that? Was that go back down? Was that the emblem for watching the
Oh
streams?
no, I'm not sure. What is this one? For those who held Dear Echo Diamond's emblem from our Destiny 2 into the Light developer streams, you can earn progress. Oh, is
Yeah, that
this
was it.
the
That
other
is it.
two that they've been advertising? I claimed the first one already for 3 hours. and it was
Looks
a
nothing like
different,
that.
doesn't it? Yeah.
Interesting. Well,
Yeah, either of these. Oh, yeah, here. I think this is the red one that I'm working on right now. The Echo Diamond, but these two, I don't know that must be an Into the Light one because that's the Into the Light logo. That Snowcat.
kind of cool looking.
Yep.
I don't know if I'm getting them. I think I watched it on YouTube, so you had to be on their Twitch stream, right? In order to unlock
Yep.
those.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're having another stream here this Tuesday. That's finally going to show some final shape stuff. Yeah, I'm excited to see.
So next Tuesday, April 9th, was that at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time?
Yep.
There's going to be the preview into the final shape, which we'll be watching that.
Oh yeah. Watch on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. Wow, they're going to be doing TikTok. It's kind of surprising.
Why not?
Yeah, these are like some other different changes. I think yeah, here's some of the into the light balancing that they're doing. What was it? I think this is grenade launchers, right? Breach load grenade launchers. Increase impact by 40%. Okay. Lightweight bows. Increase damage by 6%, not including Le Monarch or Wishender. Where was the one that everyone was upset about? Reduce base damage by 5% on auto 450 RPM auto rifles and cannons, pulse rifles. So yeah, this is just kind of over the normal ones. Here it is, the exotics. But yeah, where they're increasing Whisper the Worm total ammunition from 18 to 24. 1,000 voices, 7 to 11. That is gonna be awesome. It
Yes.
makes it useful.
Yeah, absolutely. And plus, we both have that exotic, and we haven't used it in like forever. So it'll be nice
Yeah,
to, have a change to it and maybe give us a reason to use it again.
yeah,
It's a cool exotic. Like I like the way it looks, I like the way it shoots. It's pretty unique if you don't blow yourself up because it was easy to do that. It's
yeah.
like
It was.
you nick anything with that beam and you're dead. Um, had a couple guys in the clan recently say that they still don't have it. So I was thinking, well, with this new guillotine roll, maybe we should run Heart's Walk and help them get it.
Yeah, yeah. Sounds good. It's always been a good DPS weapon, but that was always the problem. Is no matter the reserve mod you threw on, whatever you did, you couldn't hold enough rounds for a damage phase. And even just that extra 4 rounds on there, and then increasing that with reserves, I think it's gonna
Yes.
gonna be huge for it. It's gonna.
Now, did they? Is it mentioned anywhere in there about like a catalyst? Because I think that's one of the few exotics that still doesn't have a catalyst.
No, yeah, they haven't said anything about one yet. Yeah, and a lot of those, I don't think really any of the raid weapons have a catalyst yet. I'm hoping that they bring them catalysts
That's a
someday.
fairly aged exotic too. Like with the
Yeah,
raid, Last
yeah,
Wish. Like yeah, there should be some kind of a catalyst there by now, in my opinion.
yeah.
What do you think that would be? Like, what would be your idea? Like scorched or something, or what do you think would be good with that?
Ah, maybe yeah, something with scorch or ignition, something like
Yeah,
that. Yeah, that would be nice. Or just increase ammo reserves even more. I mean,
more ammo the better with that weapon, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because yeah, you go through it pretty quick.
Mm-hmm. Worthy
Um,
of a catalyst. Yeah, needs to happen.
oh yeah, yeah, it does. And then this is the one that everyone was upset about because Quicksilver's always been the top auto for so long, and they're finally gonna dial it back a little. But yeah, increase the shots to trigger those little micro rockets by 50%, and then reducing the grenade area effect. Yeah, so I don't really care about that. The grenade was not why I was using it. It was just a good strand weapon.
Yeah, same here. I thought it was exciting in the beginning when it first came out with what was it, Lightfall? But I didn't use it that much. I thought it was unique with the grenade launcher aspect, but again, it just no. I guess it's still good to use. It's fun, whatever. I just don't find myself using it that often, mainly because it takes the exotic slot.
Yeah. Yeah, with their, I think it was last season, they did a buff on autos, and they got some of that buff, and then they did another buff. I think maybe it was this season, into last season's. They did two different buffs on autos, and it benefited from both of them. It gave it a huge damage increase, and it's been a really good auto. I'm hoping that it's still good, even without triggering those little mini rockets.
Yeah.
Yeah, last word, Forerunner. Oh, here's that. The perks for Recluse. Master Arms is getting reduced damage from 20 to 15%.
There it is. Okay.
And Micro Missile, yeah, they just kind of explain all this stuff, all the fixes and everything. Oh yeah, they're reducing the fragment cost. So if you're missing any of the strand meditations to buy the strand fragments, they're reducing the cost from 200 to 100 each. So you can finish
100
buying them
off.
for any of them. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, and this is where, okay, it was just lower where they get into all this new light kit. I think they show the menu somewhere. Yeah, where you can actually pick it. You pick a bundle for your characters. You pick a warlock. You can choose if you want void, arc, or solar, and you get campaign ready gear and your subclass abilities. I think it gives you all your fragments and all your abilities from the way it was talking about it. And then an exotic armor class gives you a better start than what we've had.
Yeah, that's probably needed. So that's
Yeah.
convenient.
I think that's everything everything new lately. I guess we'll just have to wait and see here Tuesday.
Yes, and I think we're gonna try to get gameplay with next week's stream. We're gonna try to get some of Shadow's gameplay in here. If possible, I'll have mine as well. Just kind of give our thoughts and opinions on what we're playing, what we've gotten by then, and show some gameplay. Why not? Just
Yeah.
show it being done. But
Yeah.
we'll be talking about this again next week, which is, I'm looking forward to that because we've been waiting for this for a while.
Yeah.
It's like a really good reason to get back into the game, start
Yep.
grinding again. And with that, we'll probably go on to a movie here. And
Uh,
I have not seen this yet, and it's out in theaters now. What Shadow, you have seen it, so I can't even remember the full title.
yeah.
Godzilla, Kong, the New Empire.
Yeah. Yeah. This was really good. Was definitely looking forward to it, but then just got into all the Destiny stuff and kind of forgot about it until it released. Started playing other games and totally forgot that this was coming. Yeah, watched it and yeah, it was good. It really did a lot more with going back into Hollow Earth. Um,
Oh yeah,
Scar.
and well, I hate to interrupt you, but we'll probably mention a few spoilers here. So if anyone here
Yeah,
hasn't seen it yet, just be aware. It might spoil something for you. But yeah, I don't think I had planned to go see this in the theaters, but I'll definitely watch it once it's out. So yeah, what's your overall impression on it? Is it a nice addition?
yeah, and it just made me that more excited for a third one. Just the way it
Really?
ends. Yeah,
Okay.
that ending, getting just another I forget what they even called him, but he's pretty much like a new creature of kind of like Godzilla, and but he's like ice, walks on all fours. But yeah, at the end, uh, kind of comes to Kong's side, and it's cool to see the ending of Kong riding up on pretty much like a Godzilla that walks on all fours with little mini Kongs standing on his shoulder. The new king of
Mini
the
Kong.
Hollow Earth.
Did I, there's not like titles, right? I mean, we got obviously King Kong, but was this is that what we're calling him? Mini Kong? Has he got like
I
a
don't.
name in
Yeah, he
there?
didn't. I didn't see that they didn't call him by name. I was trying to listen for it, but I don't know if I missed it or I
Baby
didn't
Kong,
seem like, yeah, that's what I've been calling him,
Kong
just Baby
Junior.
Kong.
Okay,
Yeah. Even though he's like a smaller version, he's still huge. When you couldn't really see it when he was in Hollow Earth, just because all the creatures there are pretty good size, and there's other
everything's really
ones like
scaled.
Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then when they come up on the surface and the little baby Kong comes out, then you can actually see his size. That even though he is a baby, he's still pretty big.
So he's a baby, like, to them, but to us humans, he's still giant.
Yeah,
That's crazy. Okay, so and you said that there's, like, another lizardy type, Godzilla type creature, like, I would say younger, and you said it, like, shoots ice out of its mouth instead of, like, a
yeah,
laser beam?
yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much the only difference is, yeah, it's ice, and yeah, it walks on all fours. Where Godzilla's walking on just his back 2 feet.
He's
He's kind of,
upright, yeah.
yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah.
And
It
you say he
is.
kinda becomes like a pet to King Kong,
Kind of. He just kind
would
of
you
takes
say?
his side. I think he notices that Kong's trying to help save everybody and prevent Scar from killing him, treating him like shit, and he ends up, yeah, bringing, once they get rid of Scar, and yeah, he kind of comes over to his side and teams up with Kong and Godzilla. So that was a cool part of seeing Godzilla and Kong kind of work together. They kind of did in the first one, but this one was actually this like
More
mutual
official?
understanding. Yep.
Yeah. And now for people who don't know, including myself, who is Scar? Is he, like, the main antagonist, the villain here?
Yep, yeah, he's kind of this king of Hollow Earth. Kong's looking for more gorillas like him, and he finds a whole huge colony, but they're all pretty much slaves. They have him working. He's got his people that are like keeping him in line, but yeah, then when Kong tries to step in and tries to save him from other ones pushing him around and killing him, Scar comes out, and he's got this kind of uh, I don't even know what you call it. I don't know if it's a snake skeleton or if it must be something like that because it's a big spine and it's got this spike on it. And that spike is what that creature, kind of like Godzilla, a little ice version of him. He uses that spike to control him, and he causes him pain and uses it to control. So yeah, then once they get the first upper hand they get, where they get that spike from him where he can't hurt him anymore, he freezes Scar, kills him. So that was
Really?
all really cool.
Oh, okay, okay. And this all takes place in Middle-earth?
Part of it. They later, by the end, when once it all starts coming down, they jump through one of the portals in Hollow Earth and then come back up into the city.
I said middle. I guess hollow is what they call it in the movie, right?
Yeah, which
Hollow
looks
Earth.
really cool.
My bad.
That Hollow Earth, some of those places that they find are just amazing, covered in these
I bet.
crystals. One of the early Godzilla, like, don't really understand exactly what he was doing, but he kind of absorbed it and like pretty much powered up. And they said he like his powers, his power within him that he absorbed, like made him like 20 times more powerful. So he like really leveled up before he went into the fight.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, that's pretty cool. Well, here's another question. What's going on with the humans in this? Are they, like, down in Hollow Earth too, helping to fight, or
yeah.
are they just on the surface trying to fend for themselves? Like, what's going on
A,
with the human element?
a group of them goes down with to kind of explore Hollow Earth, and
Yeah.
they they kind of help Kong. They get when Kong's trying to get Godzilla to come and help. They just want to fight, and yeah, then they take with some of the humans with Mothra to actually communicate to Godzilla, bring him down there.
Okay. So, all in all, what would you say? You recommend this movie? Is it a good,
Oh
fun
yeah,
popcorn movie? And
yeah.
actually, I think you said it gets you. The ending of it got you ready for like another one. Like a
Oh yeah, yeah. That ending really. Even though it's gonna probably be years before we see another one. Yeah, I'm excited for that third one.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll definitely have to check this one out when it's out to stream. uh, yeah,
Pull
and
this
then
up.
maybe give it a review myself later on. But
Yeah.
anything else to say on it, or does that about wrap that up?
No, not really. Yeah, it's pretty much the baseline of kind of what happens, but yeah, it probably leaves some in there to give everyone a reason to watch it.
Yeah, yeah, and that's still out in theaters now, so have to go check that out. Shadow here recommends it, and with that, we'll probably call that a show. So
Yep.
we'll try and get this pushed out by Friday evening, and yeah, you can give us a follow, a sub, a like on YouTube. What are we on? Kick, Twitch, X. We're pushing it. You know, anywhere we can, really, and appreciate any support, any feedback, any questions and comments, anything. We'll be looking at all that, and working on getting it up on Spotify, podcast, and Apple as well. So yeah, I want to thank you guys
Yeah.
all for checking the show out and giving us your time. Appreciate that, and I guess we'll catch you all next week. I'm Reaper.
Yep, I'm Shadow. I'll talk to you guys later.